Welcome back to the American College of Surgeons Bulletin Brief from the Front Lines, Surgeons' Voices. With me today, it's my privilege to introduce Dr. Sherry Wren. Dr. Wren is a professor of surgery and vice chair of the Department of Surgery at Stanford University in Palo Alto, California. Dr. Wren is also a member of the ACS Foundation Board. Welcome, Dr. Wren.
Thank you very much. Nice to be here today.
It's great to have you with us, and also fantastic to have you on the Foundation Board. We're very appreciative of the work that you do. So perhaps you could start out explaining to our viewers and listeners a little bit about the purpose of the Foundation Board.
Sure. I was really honored to join the Foundation Board. I mean, when you look at it, all of the things the American College of Surgeons does for education, Operation Giving Back, the new program, and Future Leaders in Trauma, it just is a great way to showcase surgery not only to our fellows, but expanding the reach of the college into other countries and to other surgeons around the world.
Thank you. Definitely important causes that are served by the Foundation. Can you tell us about some of the specific research? You mentioned Operation Giving Back and going around the world, but some projects that come to mind that the Foundation's been able to make an impact through financial support?
Yeah, I think one of the ones that's closest to my heart has been the support of women surgeons in Africa. So, through a relationship with the College of Surgeons of East, Central, and Southern Africa, the American College of Surgeons, as well as the Association of Women Surgeons, jointly puts up money to pay the examination fees for women to be able to travel to take their board examinations. So, COSEXA is a 14-country consortium. So every year the boards occur in one of the countries. And so you can imagine it's a significant expense for candidates to, let's say go from Ethiopia all the way down to Mozambique. And so this scholarship really supports women in being able to do that. If you look at the makeup of women as surgeons in Africa, it's basically pretty similar to when I started in surgery, with about 4% of people or less being surgeons. So to me, it's a palpable way that the college is helping sort of change the face of surgery around the world.
Excellent. Very, very important that we improve globally, not just in the United States. So tell us about the sources of revenue to the Foundation so that the Foundation can continue these important jobs that it does.
I think first and foremost, the source of money to the foundation is from fellows. I've been a longstanding donor to the foundation, not huge amounts, but I do the best that I can, and I think many fellows actually contribute, and it's just, I think, a way of giving back to this profession that has really given so much to me.
Great. And that's a very persuasive argument for why people should participate. Now we have a specific, unique opportunity for participation for March 30th, 2021, which is Doctors' Day, and a campaign which you recommended and initiated to nominate your mentor and honor your mentor or mentors. And with that recognition, supporting the foundation so the foundation can continue to support surgical efforts in the U.S. and abroad. Perhaps you could tell us about that idea and how it's manifest.
Yeah, I mean, I think Doctors' Day and recognizing your mentors has been really important. I have to say the last, I think 2 or 3 years, I've received notification that somebody actually donated in my name. And it was an unbelievable honor to hear that I meant that much in somebody's life that they gave a donation to the foundation. I was able to call that person and thank them. And this year, I really decided, kind of looking back in time, I hit a big birthday last year, couldn't celebrate because of COVID. So I think it offered some time to, again, do this reflection. And I want to recognize Dr. Jack Pickelman. Dr. Pickelman really, to me, is why I became a surgeon. I was at Loyola, Stritch University, for medical school, and he was the head of general surgery there. And I had never seen anybody pursue excellence at such a high level. He was the most well-read person. He was technically great. He had a very great sense of humor. Um, and I just working with Dr. Pickleman made me want to be a surgeon. And this is at a time there was no other women in the school that had been surgeons. There were no women surgeons on faculty. And Dr. Pickleman really inspired me, actually really encouraged me to reach very high, to really leave the Chicago area and pursue training back east and to sort of go into academics and kind of start this career that's been going ever since. And it's funny. He used to have these 3x5 cards, and I know you're old enough to know what a 3x5 card is, but many of our trainees aren't. And he'd have these 3x5 cards that he'd have in his coat pocket with the laws of surgery. And still to this day, I know some of those laws of surgery. I can hear him in the back of my head, such as repeaters repeat, bleeders never hurt, hurters never bleed, and just sort of these surgical pearls. So I really want to honor him. He has since retired, but I think he's very deserving of this.
He certainly sounds it, and given your reputation, deserved reputation, and the recognition that you receive from your alumni and your current trainees, and I've had the pleasure of being out there with you as your guest in the department and seeing just how well you do. If he was your mentor, that speaks volumes. So that's a wonderful testimony and tribute. In terms of 3x5 cards, yeah, I do remember them quite well for everything from studying as flashcards and turning them over with a question on one side and answers on the other to using them for diagrams. And everybody had a little stack in their pocket with a pen. You could draw things for patients. They were used for rounding cards too. So you had the root numbers and the names way before electronic devices, before even the Palm Pilot, which was also dated.
They were a classic. Yeah, the Palm Pilot. I remember that one too. I think my dog ate about 3 of them.
Wow, bionic dog.
Yeah.
So tell us the logistics. How does one go about donating to the foundation to honor a mentor? And can one honor several mentors?
Yeah. It's actually pretty easy. I just go to the foundation website and hit the donate button. I tend to like to do these electronically. Trying to find a stamp or do that is just beyond me at this point in time. And you can honor more than one person. And this year, it's actually going to be even more special because one of our fellow surgeons has decided to really do a really impressive thing and put up a challenge grant. And so I know that my money this year is actually going to be matched by Dr. Ken Sharp, which is great because he's also a friend, and it kind of just doubles this impact and actually brings even more meaning to me knowing that Ken is sort of supporting me in this.
Yeah, it's an amazing, wonderful gesture from Ken that he's matching donations. Really just incredible. And again, speaks to how much you can and surgeons around the world believe in the college, support the college, want to get the work of the college done. And unfortunately, dues and fees from things like educational program, quality programs don't cover all of these activities in which we engage. So it is very important to support the foundation. Are you talking it up around the campus at Stanford?
Not quite yet. I will. I'll tell you, with COVID, it's so hard. It's like you don't run into each other. You don't, we're all still sort of very much on Zoom. So I'm going to have to figure out how to do that. And it's amazing. Like, that I do a lot of work overseas, and I cannot tell you, every year now, I get more and more requests from young surgeons in Africa to support them for fellowship for the college. They're putting their application in. They get so excited when they get interviewed by the international committee. And this has a huge amount of meaning to them. So it's great. That's very new. I would say that's really only been the last couple of years that I've received those requests. So who knows? I think over time, we're going to get more and more people from everywhere kind of being interested in what the college is doing.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you. And tracking the numbers of initiates each year, as that number has gone up to and subsequently surpassed 2,000 new inductees initiates every year. The majority are international. And we're getting people from a wide swath of countries, and Africa certainly is becoming increasingly represented. West Africa, East Africa, Central and South Africa. So from the work you're doing and the work that other people are doing, Gurman, Patricia, and others in that part of the world, which is really important. But again, it wouldn't happen without the foundation backing. So what you're doing is fantastic. What Ken is doing is fantastic. Any parting words or maybe elevator pitch for anybody listening as to why they should ante up?
Yeah, I mean, I think it is, all of us are where we are right now because we stood on this kind of on the shoulders of others. And it's just a real honor to thank your mentor. When he or she gets that letter saying that this happened, you're really going to bring a lot of joy and reflection in their lives.
Thank you. I absolutely agree and urge everyone to do it. And I'll certainly think of which of my mentors I'll want to honor in the same way. But I will definitely support the program as well. So thanks for your time today, Sherry, and thanks for all you do for the college and for the foundation.
Thanks so much for taking your time to do this. Happy Doctor's Day in advance.
Happy Doctor's Day.